Welcome back to our Blue Z Warrior channel. Today I'd like to do a video on how to utilize ozone therapy with some other protocols. We can definitely do a consult with you on Zoom and go over some of this. So basically what we're doing is we're combining home ozone therapy with a rapid release tool, the electroacupuncture, and a vibration machine. So this is part of our antimicrobial program, and we're going to go over the different pieces. So let me get into a couple of playlists here. Okay. So we have a playlist for ozone therapy. So basically, there's three types of ozone therapy you do at home. Rectal insufflation, which goes blood systemic and goes into the organs. You have ear insufflation, which goes to the brain. And then you have the nasal insufflation, which goes into the sinuses. So we're going to discuss today mainly the rectal. So typically somebody does the rectal insufflation, and they do maybe 200 milliliters. This is for you, for those of you who already do ozone. For those that don't, we could just give you some links to research it. But essentially you're doing the ozone to go blood systemic to help with cancer, microbes, et cetera, So rectal insufflation is around 200 milliliters at around what's called 40 gamma. So for those of you already doing this, here's the protocol. Once you infuse the rectal insufflation ozone, there are several things you can do following up. One, get on a vibration machine, a high-end vibration machine, and essentially do that for about 5 minutes. And that will help more deeply distribute the ozone into the body. So think of the ozone as a deep infusion, and then when you get on a vibration machine, it's almost like an agitator in a washing machine that you put the soap in the machine and then you agitate the soap deep into the clothes. So the vibration machine is like a deep agitation. Now, another thing you can do, and we have videos on our rapid release tool. We'll show you a link here. So this is a very deep vibrational tool. We're doing the back here with the yoga move. So this thing goes at 10,000 RPM. If we had the sound on, it's just very noisy. And it goes very, very deep into the fascia. So basically, we're not showing what I'm going to explain now, but I wanted you to see the tool in action, because I've used this in body work. It works on organs. It works on fascia. It's quite an impressive tool. So if you're turned over and after you do the ozone, what you can do, very simply, this is very significant. You can go over all the gut region, the colon, the liver, the pancreas, the spleen, stomach. And what we encourage is you do this rocking on a chi machine. So here's Chris rocking on a chi machine. That's the chi machine. So while you're rocking, there's a Theracane he's using to do various points. In this case, you would take that rapid release tool and work the entire gut region. Now, there's a lot of emotions stored in the gut. The gut in Chinese medicine, the colon is grief, the liver is anger, the spleen, stomach's worry. You have 2 chakras. Actually, if you start with the pubic bone, you have 3 chakras: sacral chakra, the belly chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. There's a lot of intense memory stored in the gut. And this is very deep, visceral, kind of grabbing on, holding on stuff. So let's say you have cancer or something in somewhere in that region. Much of that comes from very heavy trauma memory loops that we don't access. We stay in a kind of gripping tight mode. We block energy flow and we end up getting sick. So after you do the ozone, it's doing an infusion in that whole organ region. You can take that vibration machine. Now he's using the nano ones on some chakras. But literally, it's quite a deep releasing feeling. You do all the colon, and you're going to feel some very primitive emotions that have been stored up in that region. So you're not just treating physically now. You're treating, energetically, emotionally, physically, both ways. So that's definitely the second thing you could do. First is the vibration machine. Okay, here I am demonstrating using the rapid release all over the front. So this is not only the colon, but especially after the rectal insufflation, you definitely want to do that colon, liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach region. Again, there's a lot of emotions. This isn't just physical, just pent up, gripping, grabbing energy. So when you infuse the ozone, it's very healing. It's very, obviously, you go to the bathroom a lot, and it's very unwinding on the organs. But this adds that extra vibrational kind of driving that ozone deeper into the cellular level. At the same time, you're doing a lot of sort of a Chinese medicine release. Review. First, you do the rectal insufflation, then you can get on the vibration machine. Then you can lie on the chi machine, rock, and use the rapid release tool everywhere, particularly on all the organs. While you're rocking, do the solar plexus, liver, spleen, stomach, colon. Now, then you can take the electroacupuncture device, and you'd be improvising if you haven't done this, and you'd be finding points in that region. You'd be hitting on them with a rapid release, and now you go in with the acupuncture device, and it kind of pinpoints those points, and you generally put it in a negative polarity. Once again, we can train you how to do this. You would need the rapid release tool, the vibration machine, and the Pointer XL2 electroacupuncture device. For sure, you want to start off with the rapid release and really get into those energy centers. And the vibration machine is an all-around very vital tool for releasing energy. Another practice that you can do is do the rectal insufflation and then get on the vibration machine and actually use the rapid release while you're on the vibration machine. So we're getting into very deep trauma energy centers. We're getting that ozone to really drive in more deeply. A couple of other notes on synergy is the Brown's gas hydrogen therapy. Okay, the Brown's gas hydrogen therapy is a great balancer for ozone therapy. We have a video on this in this playlist and why one would use this therapy as a balancer. Basically, in simple terms, this is a cooling water therapy and ozone's a fire therapy. So if you do this therapy on a regular basis, you can tolerate way more of the oxidative stress therapy of the ozone. Another quick note, the mission coil, the high frequency vortex electrostatic charge therapy, aka the mission coil. This is very similar to ozone therapy. They both work with high charged electrical energy. The ozone is made with corona discharge, which is like lightning strikes, which charges up the oxygen, and the vortex therapy itself is basically a highly charged electrical field. In this case, it's also running at 300,000 hertz, and the vortex means it's actually spinning, so that gives it the drive into the body. So these are just some extra notes of what complements the ozone. As far as doing a session, as far as doing an ozone session, to augment that session, once again, get on the vibration machine, use the rapid release tool with the chi machine while you're rocking. Also, you could do it with the vibration machine. And then if you're so inclined, you could also do the electroacupuncture. So this brings the ozone treatment into also a spiritual, emotional treatment, as well as a physical, and you really can't separate, like the colon, which is a big part of the ozone treatment, is grief in Chinese medicine. So probably the hub of our teachings talks about cleaning subconscious memories. These are memories that come from our ancestors. We carry them deep within our body. Our body has just incredible records of trauma loops and trauma memory. So when we learn to work with the subconscious, which is expressed through the body, we can advance our physical healing. All right, if you have any questions, please contact me, Andrew at Blue Z Water. And once again, we would be happy to train you with this on a Zoom call. It's simpler than, it's not as complicated as you might think. You would need also a chi machine. We highly recommend that. And please take a look at our trauma release program, which includes the vibration machine, the rapid release, the chi machine. Alrighty, thank you. And for those of you who are trying to advance your ozone skills, I hope you find this helpful. Thanks.